Hi, this is Danny Johnson, flippingjunkie.com. This is the first video post that I've done, so I hope you enjoy it and get something from it. This video is going to cover a simple 5-step process to getting started wholesaling houses. I know a lot of you are wanting to get started and don't have a lot of experience, money, or time, and wholesaling allows you to get started flipping houses without all of those things. So let's take a look at the 5 steps to getting started wholesaling houses. It's very simple. I recommend that people start by finding buyers, starting to find buyers for their deals. So step 1 would be to start finding buyers. Now what you want to do with finding buyers is look for the people that are buying houses cash currently and buying a lot of houses. You need people that can make the decision to buy the house quickly, close on it fast, and pay cash for it. You don't want to be looking for people needing to get conventional loans or any other loans that might take too long and cause too many problems trying to get the deal done. And so you want to find cash buyers that are serious, and the way to do that is to start with possibly your local real estate investment associations and talk with other investors, find out who the big players are, who are the people buying a lot of houses. And you want to talk to them and find out what their criteria is, but we'll get to that. Also, you can contact other investors based on their marketing. So all the people with the signs out, we buy houses, the websites, the yellow pages, all of those things, newspaper ads. Call all of those investors and just talk with them. Don't ask them a million questions, but maybe just find out how long they've been investing for, how many houses they're buying, whether they can pay cash, and keep a ranking of all these people, all these buyers that you're finding. And so that you've got the kind of the top ones you feel are the biggest players that are able to buy the most houses at the top, so you can contact them first with your deals. Another place is Craigslist. You can check for people advertising on Craigslist, or even post ads on Craigslist for free that say houses 50% of value, looking for cash buyers, investors, please email back or call or whatever, and you'll have some investors contact you that way. And obviously also your marketing, so when you start getting some deals and you're marketing those deals, you'll find more buyers. But also, like the Craigslist ad, you can do other ads like that in other places to find the serious buyers. And one of my favorite places is also the MLS, which is the multiple listing service. You could have a realtor, if you're not one, do searches for properties that were bought with cash recently, and so you'll find foreclosures and things like that that were bought with cash, and you can find out who bought those houses, and then try to contact them through the mail, or if you can find phone numbers or something, you can contact them. And obviously they've already proven that they can buy a house because they've bought one cash from the MLS, probably an REO. So cash buyers are best. You want cash buyers. I wouldn't waste my time with other people, especially in the beginning, because you don't want to have somebody say they're going to buy the house, you sign the contract, closing date comes, and they don't have the funds, and they can't get the funds. So you just don't want to mess with that. Now, step 2 is to find out what the top buyers on your list. I said to rank the list, so at the top, you've got your serious buyers. You want to find out exactly what types of houses, where, and what criteria they use to determine a deal. So find out what they want. So step 2 is to find out what they want. Buyer criteria. So figure out the I'm going to put find out. So find out what their criteria is. You want to find out exactly what they want and what they're looking for and where. Some want 70% minus the cost to fix the house up. They want to buy it at that. So for example, if the house fixed up would sell for $100,000 based on comps, comparable sales, 70% of $100,000 is $70,000. Let's say the house is going to need $10,000 to fix up. So they would want to buy the house at $70,000 minus the $10,000 it's going to cost to fix it up. So that would be $60,000. So they would want to buy the house at $60,000. So if you can find that house that would resell for $100,000 and need $10,000 in repairs, and you bought it for anything less than $60,000, you pocket the difference as your wholesale fee. So basically, if you were able to buy it for $50,000 and you wholesaled it to them for their number that they wanted it at 60, that $10,000 would be your wholesale profit. Now some people, they're willing to go up higher than 70% on certain deals, you know, higher dollar properties, houses that don't need much in the way of repairs, houses in areas where houses are selling really fast, and things like that. So that's why I say find the real buyers and find out what they want, and that'll help you determine how, you know, what you need to find in a deal to sell to them. Now it's not always just a 70% rule either. There's, you know, like I said, some buy for more or less of that. But there's also people that buy certain properties in certain areas for a certain number. So if it's like a rental area or a place, an area where they do owner financing, stuff like that, they might say, you know, if you find me a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house in this neighborhood, I want it for $40,000. I don't want to be into it for more than $40,000. So basically they're saying they want to buy it at $40,000 minus the cost of repairs. So again, the house in that area you found needed $10,000 in repairs, they wouldn't want to buy it for more than $30,000. So they said 40 minus cost of repairs. 40 minus 10,000 would be the 30,000. So if you bought that for 25,000 and assigned it to them for the 30,000, you would make $5,000 for your wholesale fee. So not bad. Now that you have some buyers and you know what they want, go to find what they want. Start looking for the deals. So step 3 is find the deals. What your buyers want. So you find the deals. You find the properties that they're looking for at the prices they want to buy them. Because a big concern for people getting started in wholesaling is if they contract a deal, they're so afraid of not being able to find a buyer for that deal. But if you found the deal based on what people are looking for and you know they're active cash buyers, you know, you don't have so much to worry about because you've already got somebody that would be interested. And what you want to do is market to motivated sellers. A lot of people chase after the bank-owned properties, the real estate-owned REOs is what they're called. And you know, you've got to put up a lot more earnest money. It's a little bit harder to do. So what you want to do in the beginning is focus on finding motivated sellers. And you can do that by driving for dollars, putting up bandit signs, targeting probates, evictions, all of those types of things. And I've got several posts on the blog about, you know, how to market to motivated sellers, so you can do that. And so when you come across the deal, if you are unsure how to analyze that deal, some of your serious buyers may be willing to help you figure out what to offer for the deal. So that, I mean, you could have them come and look at the house with you, and they can say, you know, I would like to buy this house for this much. So you know what they would pay for it, and then you just offer less than that, and the difference would be your wholesale fee. So once you find the deal, step 4 is put it under contract. And so basically you're just signing a contract with the seller of the house, the homeowner, to buy the house for the agreed upon price. The price that includes everything, you know, the wholesale fee and everything. So with the deal, if the house was worth $100,000 and you have a buyer willing to pay 70% of that value minus the cost of repairs, and an example would be $10,000, so they wouldn't want to pay more than $60,000, and you found a house where you could buy it for $50,000, needing $10,000 in repairs, that would be worth $100,000. So basically you would contract to buy the house at the $50,000, and you put it under contract with a purchase and sale agreement, and that contract gets taken and receipted at the title company. So you take the contract to the title company, pay the earnest money, and it's receipted. So now you have a valid contract to buy the house. And so once you've put it under contract, you can contact your buyer and assign that contract to your cash buyer. So step 5 is assign the contract. So when you sign the contract, you're just basically filling out another contract with your buyer that is assigning the contract that you made with the homeowner, the seller. And so they'll want a copy of that because they're agreeing to take over what you agreed to as the buyer in that contract. So you'll need to have a copy of that and the assignment of contract form. And so that assignment of contract form then goes to the same title company, to the same closer, because then your new buyer is the one that will be doing the closing and not you. And so at that point, once they close, once your new buyer closes on it, then the title company will pay you your assignment fee. And in that deal, if you bought it for $50 and assigned it, to the new buyer, it was going to pay $60, you would get a check for $10,000 at closing from the title company. So that's just a real quick run through of the 5 simple steps in getting started wholesaling houses.